And then, what do we have left? We can take a look at what we have left by just grabbing everything and seeing what I have. Oh, looks like I missed one over here, which is good. I want to show you that you can re-add stuff after you've missed it. You see how it's blue right there? Oh, it's over here. It's blue right there. That means that edge, this polygon goes to that edge. And I wonder, no, that one worked. So all I have to do is select this and grab the one I missed and say lightning bolt again, and then just relax it just to get it straight, and then move it out of the way again. Okay, so now what do we have left? You just have to grab everything and see. There you go. That's what you have left. So this is pretty easy. I grab this one. What I might do is grab all of this. This and this. And do that one right there. And then I might just relax a little bit just to give us a little bit more room to breathe, and then move it out of the way. So now my blade is completely done. Now I should just have the bottoms of my handles and all these little weird things. You can see these small things. Those small things are more than likely this right here. Yeah. So we'll get to those in a second. So I'm going to do the big stuff first. So front Z to zoom in, and then grab, this is why I moved this off to the other side. I'm going to grab that and this, and then deselect that for real quick. Sure I have nothing. There we go. Do a quick lightning bolt. Take a look at it. It looks a little weird. We can try the button and see what it does. It should be the same thing as this. You know, move that out of the way. We can even try this straighten and see what it does to the textures. I don't like that, so we're going to do that one. A lot of people, it depends on who you work for. They like it straight or they don't. So we'll grab this edge, and I'm going to grab both of these edges at the same time, because while this is messed up, hold on, funny enough, while the unwrap is confused, see how the auto unwrap, if I change this to, again, Z, it'll just up and down, and then you'll have those two snap. Perfect. And there's actually two of them there. If I turn on this grab object part of it, and then, oops, and then move it, you'll see there's exactly two. And they're just sitting on top of each other for now, and that's fine. Okay. Then we want this from front, like that. Lightning bolt, oops, and then change this back to average, and then lightning bolt, and then start relax, pulls it out, move it out of the way. Okay, what do we have left? All the little detail things, right? And this. So I'm going to grab this one, and I think this one might be best if I do it from the Z as well. And then let's see what we get. It's a spike. It's not a big deal if I do it this way. See how it's trying to make it square? If I looked at it from straight on, it looks like it's square, but when you actually move the object, it's distorted. Yeah, that's not going to work. That's fine, actually. Okay. So there's that. Now we just have this stuff up here. So I'm going to grab this, and decide if I want this all to be one thing or not. Well, what I'm going to do is grab all these pieces first. This is basically you're building a puzzle to put together later after you unwrap it. After you get all the parts anyway, and then you're going to make a puzzle to make that coloring book that I was showing you before. And say, I probably don't want it to be on the Z, which I think it's set to. And then we'll just say this. Now, what I'm doing is I'm doing it across two planes, so it's just averaging, and the average polygons are bigger in one direction, in the Y direction. So if I push this, you'll see it doesn't look like you can see the sides, and if we look at the sides, they're stretched across. So, but when I push relax, now all of a sudden they're popping over. Okay, so move this over here. All right, so now we get back to this stuff, the gems and this little plate part, which is really easy. So another way to do it is if you did that, grabbed everything, and then deselected everything else, like that, and that. Remember that it's got ignore back facing on. And then I say this, and then I say this, or this. Then move it out of the way. Now I have this. I'm going to move everything in one area so I feel like I'm not so crowded. Okay, so now all we have is the gems and these. And then what I'm going to do with the gems is I'm going to come to the left, look at them from the left, and just grab them all at once, like that. Oh, and what I probably want to do is turn off the back face culling. So I'll do it again. Like that. And then I'm going to do this. That one's there. So I've got those all set up, and we'll talk about how you can make those all that way. That one they're done though. Now I can look at this again and say I've got the sides and the frames of these. So maybe it's easier at this point to start deselecting things. So instead of trying to grab all those, I'm just going to unselect the ones I don't want. So I'm just grabbing those. I'm going to push that again, and then I'm going to try my start relax and see what it does. It's not horrible. We don't want it to be straight up and down, so that works okay for now. We'll take a look at it later. We may actually put the gems on it, but for now we'll just move them over there. Okay, so the last thing is these, right? And just like before, I'm going to leave the auto on and do this, and then do this. And it gives me a little bit of an edge on them. There. Okay, so I've got everything unwrapped in pretty fast speed here. Now, putting it together is a pain in the butt, so we'll get to that next.